Welcome back to Mr.BetonYou. Today's video will be a little bit different. No ride along, no gig work today for many different reasons. But we're going to react to a video that was sent to me. Let's get into it. Many of us go into places and they're busy, maybe the staff is rude, long waits, not accurate information, and we get frustrated as drivers. I'm sure you can relate. You walk into a place, they don't acknowledge whatever the reason is, and we're just trying to make money and we need to get out. But we have to understand there's other people on the other side of these offers, whether it's a consumer or a hard-working employee. The viral video I'm going to react to today from TikTok is showing you how merchants can deactivate drivers from that store, that restaurant, by simply reaching out to Doordash or going on their tablet and saying this driver was a jerk, they were impatient, they were rude, they were whatever. And if you act like that as a DoorDash driver, Uber, whatever platform you work, when you walk into these places, like I'm walking into this place now, if you don't know how to act right, you might be blocking your money opportunities, because these merchants can ban you from these stores if you don't know how to act. So as you're watching this video, before you get into the video, I'm going to show you and get into my reaction. Drop a comment right now. Have you been to places and you maybe had an unfavorable encounter with a restaurant staff, a manager, whatnot? And have you ever had it to where you were banned? Let me know. And if you're somebody that worked in a restaurant, have you been tempted to say, dude, you ain't going to pick over my store anymore? Let me know in the comments down below before we get into the reaction. Because me, I try to treat these merchants with respect. And if I don't like what's going on, I simply unassign or I don't go there anymore. Let's get into this viral TikTok, and I want your guys' opinions in the comments down below. Let's get right into the reaction.
Yelling at cashier over an order that was late, and I already told her what happened. So again, if y'all have a problem, call DoorDash. I already called DoorDash. I already called DoorDash.
Y'all can't, if he has an order, y'all can't block.
I can't.
We can.
Huh? I
we
can't.
can.
I have the right to deny somebody that was disrespectful to my workers for just an order being late.
But the order wasn't just late.
The order was being late.
Y'all didn't even have the order.
The order we had.
He was rude. So
it was
he was very
working
rude
in
to
the
the
back.
customer. To us.
Y'all told me y'all didn't have it.
No, it was working in the back.
Y'all told me all
I
this.
even looked in the system. So again,
told me that you did.
I'm not gonna give you the order, argue as much as you want, but I'm not gonna give you the order. He's already blacklisted in our site. Tomorrow we're gonna remove him. He won't be able to pick up orders here anymore.
Well, I just like DoorDash, so I think DoorDash was.
So, what do you think about that? Did you see that video? I'm going to give you a couple things that some of you might have noticed, some of you didn't. I'm going to give you my kind of reaction to that. Plus, we back in the car for all of y'all that watched the weekend vlog that came out, I think, on Saturday. We had some car issues. The car's all good. It was a simple battery thing, couple fuses here and there. We good to go. Now, this driver went into a Wingstop. We don't know the full story. It's hard, sometimes you see a 15, 20-second clip and, but I can tell you what happened. Listen, he walks in, order's not ready yet. Wingstop is notorious, like many, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, many others, Taco Bell, McDonald's maybe, for being, the times aren't great. Sometimes you wait. You got to wait a while, right? So imagine he gets to the Wingstop, it's not ready, or they're saying it's ready, or they're saying it's going to be 20 minutes, or the order just came in, whatever the reason is. And he probably mouthed off. Now, the gentleman, I believe, based on the interaction, the guy to the left that's not saying anything, that's the driver. The guy on the right's probably his buddy, a relative, something like that, maybe a fellow Dasher. I think the guy on the left doesn't speak great English. It's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think. And he's using the other guy, his buddy, his family member, as a translator to whatever. I think the first driver gets there and he's not happy, might said some cuss words or was rude to the staff, and the staff's like, dude, I'm not going to help you now. Oh, no, I'm not doing this. Bad interaction between him, the front clerk, and that driver. Front clerk staff tells manager's like, nope, you're good. I'm banning you from this restaurant. I reported you to DoorDash. I'm not giving you the food even if it's ready. Can't talk to my people like that. So one, props to the manager for sticking up to his staff. We don't see that enough. Okay? Let me remind you something. This ain't 1981. The customer's not always right. Customer or driver comes in acting a fool for no reason at all and is doing extra, Yeah, you might get banned. You might not be able to. You're not a customer at that point. You're a jerk. Customer's not always right. Driver's not always right. Now, if that manager or the staff, if they're rude, if they're whatever, that's a different story. I don't think that happened in this case. I think the driver was being impatient. He didn't want to unassign. He didn't know how to handle his emotions. He was being rude, or whatever else happened. This is what we're trying to get at here. When you walk into places, you got to treat these people with respect. If they don't give you respect, then you have two decisions. You could not give them respect back, but know that they might call in on you or whatever, and then you don't go in there anymore. Or you say, you know what, I'm not waiting, you unassign it, and you keep it moving. At no point should we be having these negative interactions to where now we have to become a viral TikTok and then you get banned from a store. As you heard the manager say, he can call into Doordash and report that driver. You can also get deactivated. Now, that isn't to scare you, because a lot of us, myself included, we've had unfavorable situations with staff. It happens. But it's never come to the point where now you got to bring somebody else in to try to mediate for you and like apologize and where's the food? Can I do this? Can I do that? It's too much. It's a Wingstop order. If the order's not ready, you make a split decision. Okay, I'm going to unassign it or I'm going to wait. If you're going to choose to wait and fulfill the order out, be kind, treat the restaurant with respect. It's not that big of a deal. This is where you get to tell me in the comment section, share with me a time where you had a bad experience at a restaurant picking up an order. Whether it was something you did that you maybe regret now, or something that the staff did that you, looking back on it, maybe you handled it correctly or you didn't. Share with us some of your experiences in the comments down below. What do you think happened in this situation? I think the driver was a gentleman on the left not saying anything, and the gentleman asking questions was, like I said, a relative, a fellow Dasher, somebody that could speak to the manager. How do you think the manager handled that? Based on the information that's given to us, do you think he's in the right to contact Doordash, ban that driver, and say, I'm refusing service to you. I can do that in my establishment. You didn't treat my workers right? Sorry, not going to give you my time and energy. What do you think about how the manager handled that situation? And if you're somebody that used to work in restaurants as a manager or staff, how would you handle that situation? How have you handled that situation in the past? I'll share a quick story with you guys. Many of you know I worked in the restaurant industry a long time, almost 18 years combined in my life. I've had many times where a server did something wrong and I had to apologize on their behalf. And there's been times when a customer was out of line and I had to ask them to politely leave or finish your meal or pay. And we don't, your services, you're not welcome here in this establishment anymore based on your behavior. I've done both. Those aren't easy conversations to have. But I'll say this, if you don't hit a situation head on, right? If that Wingstop manager is just like, you know what? All right, you were a jerk to my staff. Here's the food. Have a great day. He loses respect of his staff. But because he stepped up and said, you're not going to talk to my people like that. Hey, we had your order. It's busy, man. Sorry, it's going to be late. I get it. But you're not going to treat my workers like that. He's going to get more respect from his staff. His staff's probably going to, they feel like they know he's got their back. I side with the manager based on the information we have. What about you guys? And as a driver, we got to do better. We have got to do better. We got to give better customer service. We got to treat the merchants better. We can control what we can control. Don't act like a buffoon. Don't act like a clown. You got to treat these people right. And if you don't like the wait, if you don't like certain merchants, you just put them on your blacklist or you unassign and you keep it moving. Peace. See you tomorrow. I almost forgot. Ride along. Back at you tomorrow. We got the office back. Ride along coming tomorrow in the diamond zone. My acceptance rate is 72%. I'm going to show you guys tomorrow every order that hits my phone.
Yelling at cashier over an order that was late, and I already told her what happened. So again, if y'all have a problem, call Doordash. I already called Doordash. I already called Doordash.
Y'all can't, if he has an order, y'all can't block.
I can't.
We can.
Huh? I
We
can't.
can.
I have the right to deny somebody that was disrespectful to my workers for just an order being late.
But the order wasn't just
The
late.
order was being late.
Y'all didn't even have
The order we had.
He was rude. So
It was
he was very
working
rude
in
to
the
the
back.
customer. To us.
Y'all told me y'all didn't have it.
No, it was working in the back.
Y'all told me all
I
this.
even looked in the system. So again,
told me that you didn't.
I'm not gonna give you the order. Argue as much as you want, but I'm not gonna give you the order. He's already blacklisted in our site. Tomorrow we're gonna remove him. He won't be able to pick up orders here anymore.
Well, Well, I just like Doordash, so I think Doordash was.
If you like this video or others, check out this one here. Consider hitting subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments.